What is up, weather enthusiasts? I'm your host, Pat's Path Predictor. Let's get right into the weather. Alright, so this is the situation we have right here. As one area of interest dies for the NHC, another one begins. It's this area right here. We have a new area of interest according to the National Hurricane Center. Let's go ahead and talk about this real quickly. As you can see, this is it right here. 10% chance of development in the next 5 days. It's currently in a bunch of wind shear, so it's not really that big of a chance of development, but it just goes to prove that we've already had 3 potential invests in the last week, and that should be an indicator that hurricane season is either ramping up or it's about to start really taking off. So let's go ahead and read what's going on here. Showers and thunderstorms have increased somewhat in association with a broad trough of low pressure located several hundred miles southeast of Bermuda. Upper level winds are currently not favorable for much development of this system as it moves slowly north-northwestward over the next several days, remaining over the central Atlantic well south of Bermuda. 10% chance of development. I know it doesn't seem like much on the surface value, but if we take a look at let's take a look at the wind shear. Then I'll talk about the indicators for you real quickly. First, the wind shear, it's in 25 to 30 knots of wind shear, so it's not really going to be turning into like a hurricane or anything like that. It really isn't. Just the warm water is there, the moist air is there, just the wind shear is not, and that's basically why there's only a 10% chance of development. If the wind shear calms down at all, if it like rapidly weakens, which I don't think is going to happen, then we could start talking about a potential tropical system developing, but at this point, there's really not that much going on with it. Now, if we go back to the satellite right here, this is the Eastern Atlantic. We do have a tropical wave that's about to come off. It's currently in southern Mauritania right now. It's going to take probably another day for it to come off, depending on if it's tropical or if it's just a sacrificial lamb for another larger tropical wave, which is just to the east right here. That'll basically be what the NHC will look at next. So basically, now for the indications right here. We now have had 3 tropical invests in the last week. And it's been a pretty crazy move thinking about it, because before, like for several weeks, we had nothing going on in the Atlantic. And now we're starting to see stuff coming on. Like this is my opinion, but this is just the start of something much larger that's about to happen. This is just the prelude to something much larger about to happen, and the European and GFS actually agree with this. Now let's go ahead and get back to this. Let's go ahead and run the European model. I was kind of running with this earlier. Now if we go ahead and just look at this right here, we have a lot more scenarios of tropical storm or hurricane or hurricanes happening in the Atlantic Ocean right here. This is the 12Z run. This is the latest run that the European has offered right here. And look at all this. Like, the European is generally the more moderate of the 2 models, but it's showing a massive amount of scenarios going on, with some even entering the Caribbean and Gulf of Mexico right here. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the GFS run right here. Go back to 0 hours right here, plus 0 hours, and we'll run this through just to show you what we're talking about right here. And this stuff really starts to show its true colors around the 3rd week of August. And then just look at this. We're having several scenarios in the Caribbean, several scenarios in the Gulf of Mexico, and a lot of scenarios in the main development region and the areas over here. So we have a lot to unbox for you this hurricane season, and we'll be doing it right here on the Pat's Path Predictor channel. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It helps me out and helps me make more videos like these. The goal of this channel is to get more people engaged with weather, which is what I'm hoping I'm doing with these videos. But with that being said, have a wonderful day. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, and stay safe.